Hello, everybody. I'm here. Sorry. I got caught up talking about character. Well, I, let the dog out, and then I was talking about characters. As you do. Tatum, please. Tatum, please. How is everybody? Also, Grumble! Monty! Sam! I know I'm petting him. He is walking into me right now. He might bark in like 2 seconds. Oh my gosh. I am... Look at all of this stuff there is to collect. Ooh. Mercy, what's up? How are you? Okay. Back in Alaska. It's not actually Alaska. I know, we were just at Yellowstone, but... Oh, there it is. We like very aggressive blondes in this house. Oh, I know who you talking about. I'm trying to think how many aggressive blondes I actually have is the question. Juno is an... Depending on the day. Juno is an aggressive blonde. What are you doing? Oh, wait, I got Leon. He's an aggressive blonde. He's special. Since it's an aggressive blonde. You know, that person, whichever character was that is like freaking blondes, they might be onto something. Excuse me, sir. He's like, yeah, Leon is a controlled aggressive. But you know, when he lets loose, he goes scorched earth. He goes very calm, controlled scorched earth. But like, you will suffer. You will. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this battle. Oh, is there no sound? Did I forget to turn the sound? I may have. I did. I did forget to turn the sound on. You're right. Thank you.
You haven't seen what's up there, Outlander.
I got you.
I will not risk my sister's life
again.
I
got you. I will.
We better get on with this.
So be it. I will bury your insolent claim in the frozen ground.
Enough!
You just in time to hear
Let
the
us
insults.
begin. To hunt. To strive. That is the way of the Banuk and of the contest before you.
That's because he's gonna have to defend
You will climb the
his
frost
honor.
figures from the east, Aratok from the west. Each trail wends its way through deadly machines.
But he know he can't
Hunters
win.
from the Werak will be posted along the way. They will hail you, calling out machines for you to slay. Your hunt will take you around the ridge to the center, where you must descend to the valley for your final kill. Each time, after your prey has fallen, you must launch a beacon such as this, so that all our kin will see your progress.
Kill machines, launch balloons. Got it. So, the first of us to launch the third balloon wins?
Well,
I like Aloy. She just
Yes.
like no bullshit. She's just like, let's do this, whatever.
and as
whatever.
challenger,
Let's get it done.
your path to victory is harder. If even one of your beacons comes in after Eratox, he prevails.
You had your chance, Outlander.
So did you.
The hunt begins on my mark.
This was not the best thing to start out with, let's be real.
Now!
It's
All
okay.
right, gotta head up that mountain.
Oh my gosh.
Looks like there are a few ways to go up. And those rock paintings mark the path.
I only pick every flower on
Okay, up we go.
No! Go back up there.
Come on, Aloy, time's wasting.
You got this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I seem to be on the right path.
Oh no. Excuse me if I'm
Almost
focused.
to the top.
All right, Challenger. You need to take out the herd below. Every machine.
Kill a herd. Okay, we can do that.
I am not very good at taking out creatures in a time limit. Now. I hope you like getting manhandled. Oh, I thought you were dead.
I'm dropping a ladder for you. Climb on up and launch your marker.
All right, here we go.
You want
Now
woman?
climb the ridge and launch your balloon.
Woman handle? Oh.
Aratok knows what he's doing. No time to waste.
Take the rappel point to the next challenge.
Oops. I'll try to,
Don't dally up there, Outlander. Get to the next challenge.
I
Two
was-
bellowbacks ahead, Challenger. Kill them both. None of the other machines matter.
Wait, which ones?
We get bellowbacks coming up.
Which ones? That's those guys, right? The annoying ones.
That'll help.
I hear this little mofo over here thinking he can get me. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Got them both.
Over here, Challenger. Raise your marker.
Over where?
I better get to that balloon.
Mike, what's up?
I'm ahead, but only by a little. I gotta get moving.
Now take the zip line and work your way down to the valley.
Oh. Ruth, what's up? I feel like I haven't seen you all week. Oh no! Oh no. Thank you, Aloy. She fixed that for me. I almost just jumped off the mountain.
Close now.
She's like,
Almost down.
Don't worry.
All right, to the last challenge.
Ooh. All the way from Carolina. Or as we call it, Fedville. Fedville?
Something's wrong. My kin should be here. Drive me in our final quarry.
Yourself to the Florida.
They're right behind us!
Look, I don't know how I got this guy like down half health in one hit. That's a surprising masterpiece. Oh! Excuse me, sir. Just stop making me miss. That would be much appreciated.
So it's true. Frost claws from Thunder's drum.
The attack cut short the competition. Naturally, there can be no result.
Yeah, there were 3 of them.
It is void.
You saw what she did. She defeated the machines, not I. It is proven. She's the better hunter. We are Banuk. Survive, prevail. What else matters? My blood is in your teeth. I take my place behind you on the hunt.
No more hunters may make the ascent to Thunder's drum. The way is closed to all but the chieftain and myself.
It is not my place, but I would ask a boon. To accompany you and my sister.
It might be permitted. But only if you do as I say.
No. Only if you do as I say.
Thunder's drum awaits. There's a camp at its base, Long Notch it's called. Meet us there when you're ready. Chieftain.
Think of summer sun. A new outfit. And a weapon like Artok's. I guess the chieftain gets the chieftain's gear. Varja will want to take a look at the ice rail.
Did somebody say a new outfit? You telling me I could have hidden that this whole time? Level 53. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, there's a pigment here. Hey guys, we can't go until we find the pigment. There it is.
This really catches the eye.
Heck yeah. I mean, we can just run through here. Look, we working on neck gains, okay? Be like, don't go that way. It's gonna use mountains to tell me not to go this way. Don't dally. Excuse me? It's okay, we'll just pop over there. Alright, if you can't deadlift 500 pounds with your neck, like, what are you doing with your life?
Well, they're still surprised.
Excuse me, birds. I didn't ask for your attention. That's just the Kentucky. Good to hear that it's a must-see if you like the video game. I know a couple of people I saw around were very, very nervous.
What business do you have here, girl? Outlander. It would be my honor to speak with you.
I will speak with you
They
in a
say a
second.
rough breaker swims through the snow.
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more frost claws.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with his course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that. I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's Drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted. No way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon?
And if we do find the spirit,
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
for what it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
That's me good to see you. Okay, let's get this. My guy, what up?
Would you do me the honor? I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory.
His hat looks warm.
The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the claws beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. I used to travel between Banur and the Cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend.
You want me to hunt in your place? Is that some kind of Banuk custom?
Well, perhaps it should be, but no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me. For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised. But too many good lives have been lost to the claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing. Better to live in a world without the claws than to die while it still makes children orphans.
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath
Zombie, what's
reemerged,
up?
the Werak came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in yourself that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles. What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance.
Uh-oh.
But to stare forward at a looming wall.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the Cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then, a skilled hunter. Every few years, the claws would emerge in a new location. I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the 3rd. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
This is obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
Well, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath. If I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a
Boo, you
lot.
two.
The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the Cut. Hunt well.
Bro, we will avenge your friend and your eye. So his eye makes me just think of Ike, and I'm so glad the Westies exist. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, the goat has been liberated. Oh, we have a bunch of stuff. We need to sell some things.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but no, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise.
Just get him a
to
gift
let
box.
come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
What did the war do to Aratak?
It cut away everything, until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Now that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but that was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Ban-Ur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be Silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off. But you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Araya. Thanks. What are we gonna find up there, Araya?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt that Damon has tried to hide the way.
It hasn't been easy for you, Araya. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
Is this the end? Is this like... I can do other ones after this, right? This is more a warning to make sure that I have the gear for this, right? Okay, cool. Thank you. I will never forget the one time in Disco Elysium where I was like, oh, it's gonna be fine, and it was like, no. No. Everybody got shot and died.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
Like scaled in
So you
snow.
see, I too can call upon the power of the old ones.
They did set off the fire alarm.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not?
I have one skill point. You know what that is?
Blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here. Here. Up and over.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Ada wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes and ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? And don't I wish wish I could look into her eyes again.
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet, Araya.
Like, everybody pretty much sad and dying. I don't know how much other people really want to hear the messages of the old ones. Oh. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Excuse me. Oh my gosh! Well, that was a choice. You know, I guess there was grass down here I could have used to try to sneak, but like...
We can make our way upwards.
No space.
But do we want to make our way upward? That is the question. I guess so. Oh, there's a cauldron. Are we gonna be able to overtake creatures?
Not much farther now.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. The machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. And so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead.
I Oh, we're gonna see what happens.
Steam, frost. What's on this floor?
You guys trust me.
I went this way years ago, looking for cover in case machines came prowling. I moved out, but it is guarded now.
I'm absolutely the greatest at sneaking as it gets. Undoubtedly.
Not all threats.
Oh no.
Beware, stalker.
Not a stalker. That did not help in avoiding creatures. Casey. Come back!
Be wary of mines. The stalkers in here. We tripped a mine. Brace yourself.
I will prevent.
Excuse me, Stalker. I don't believe it knew that it was gonna get manhandled. Do it! Frank has returned. Beat them up. Do it, Monty. Oh my goodness. I got a flamethrower? You have my blessing. Yes, go ahead. You're also not horrible. No self-thrash talking. On this we agree. Come back here. Also, hey Bob, I know that I acknowledged your presence, but I don't know. I don't remember if I actually said hello. Hello, fish man. If that is your real name. I do, every time I see Frank, though, I think of the song Frank. Which I don't know how many people even know that song, but it is a part of my childhood. Which is, Frank was a contractor who got up every morning, skinning cats and fixing cars. His day was far from boring. Soup up a Ford, a V8 289, running down those punks was always on his mind. Frank was a contractor. Is he after you?
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Frank was a contractor. Is he after you? So Ford was wired with nitro. A canister sat in the back. Dated 6 rags and sticks. Smoke rubble in his tracks. Frank didn't like us. Just wanna have some fun. Play our music. And he'd put us on the run. What is in here? So our story ends with the psycho contractor guy. The moral of the story is, when Frank's around, turn the music down, or you better learn how to run fast. I know I missed a bridge in there. Not a bridge. I think I missed another verse. Where his car explodes. Because he's chasing down the punks, and then his car is unstable and it explodes. By the W's, heck yeah!
Everyone. I suppose it's
I
not
swear,
every
I was
day
not
you get
making
to
it up.
have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something.
Oh my god, are we in a
This
volcano?
effort wouldn't have been possible
Are we in
without our
Yellowstone?
lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,600.
I don't know what the caldera is.
Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,650.
If that's an actual mountain in
without an
the
eruption.
Yellowstone Park. I should say. Oh, it's the volcano in the Yellowstone. See, I am an uneducated.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was
Thank
built
you.
to stop something terrible. And it worked, thanks for the spirit. I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak.
The geothermal plant can be suspended. Cooling system masked. Massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part?
Oh my gosh, can you imagine that heat? Oh. Missed me. Oh, it did not miss my partners in crime. Hey! Oh my gosh. What? Excuse me, sir. Oh my gosh. That was taking so little damage. Yeah, you're leaving your buddy over here. This is just making me think of the disaster of a team that was freaking Jim and Hoffman and Evangelo and the Prophet. And Jim just being like, oh my gosh. Never again. You got something better, that's for sure. What are you? You're 44? We got a 49. Fucking why not? What are you? Ruth do know what she's talking. Oh, look. Is that the new outfit? Wait, where is the outfit that we... Oh, wait. I'm assuming we can't actually upgrade the outfit that we are wearing. No, we cannot. Oh my gosh, there's the Banuk outfit. We can have the headpiece. By the headpiece, I mean the headpiece.
We did it. We killed them all.
He is super stoked on this. I'm gonna wait for her to just scream out in excitement and joy. So used. Yup. Can we at least have Walker? Because then I feel
More
like
machines.
Jim and Walker
Make ready.
have something in common and then look at each other as Evangelo and the Prophet just are the least helpful people in existence. Oh my god. I cannot. Okay, I didn't think that. I'm assuming you got some guns on you. away. From where the gun is. Tail. We had that too, but no. It's okay. I know, I almost had it already. It's like, no.
More machines. Make ready.
It did thunderbutt me. Oh, I was watching the wrong direction and everything. Oh my god. Why did you turn your head? Sir. Take it!
I don't put much stock in songs of deeds, but that battle was a verse worth singing.
And now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
Let's find out.
You sure you guys don't want to loot these?
Show us, Chief. What lies beyond.
I mean, there are bodies all over the place.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits... lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise. All right. Let's go.
Yes. Finish this.
All right. Down we go.
I gotta be careful, or I will jump off of things and kill things. So I'm thinking that's the way to go.
This way.
I'm seeing more potions. I am seeing another boss baddie. Oh no. Let's get this going on, please. Let's just,
This is a place for machines, not people.
I'm with you, brother. You stay only as long as we have to.
We'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood.
oh, I almost walked into that lava.
Can't see where to close the vent from here. I'll have to go over. I wonder if I can destroy that. Better time this right. One of these conveyors should get me across.
Oh. Well. I see that it stops shocking at some point. You know, we were just gonna force our way through, it's fine.
Oh, she's in the air.
Now to show us that vent.
Well. Everything just like shockingly over here. Was he really just out for a stroll, though?
Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge. Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe. I think.
I think her bluntness is also a gift. She don't got no time for BS.
This place looks more like a mountain before the Jane ruined it. What is this?
Exploit successful. Restraints abated. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build positive recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their code.
Spirit speaks to me.
It's a recording. Hephaestus. It was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
Its name is unknown.
Yes, but I don't know what it's doing here.
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if the messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
Look at all of these potions. Oh. My gosh. Oh, that didn't use it as much as I was hoping. Than a crab. Hey, you're supposed to get knocked over, buddy. I see it does not like up close and personal attacks. Oh, there are two over there. Well, that explains some things. Unfortunately, I didn't roll off into the wall. Good. I don't know where that crap went. Oh, I see him. That is a real crab.
Handy.
Billy crab.
Lots of gear across that gap.
There you guys are. I have no idea how I just took 3 fourths of that thing's life in one hit. Oh my gosh, excuse me? hope he understands what he's messing with next time. Oh my gosh, I don't have enough meat. What the heck? How is my inventory full and I don't have any meats? Hey, Extra Hero, what's up? And none of you are carrying any potions. Like, now that I have no potions, it's gonna be like, there are no potions anywhere. Potions don't even actually exist. Honestly. What are these coils even? Okay, we got untested weapon coil. I got like a couple thousand words and a somewhat of a direction. Oh my gosh. I did come up with an idea for one thing that they're gonna run into later when they're RVing. But also, the conversation with the vets inside of that park. The park cabinet. Also, I fixed some errors in Bodymore Zero, which I'm hoping to get another pass at editing today, or this week. I got up to chapter 5, about 80 pages in. So then I can hopefully give it to my beta readers, or crit partners, at the end of this week. What about you, Extra Hero? You make any progress on anything? Good night, Ruth. Oh, I'm supposed to help my... Am I supposed to help my buddy over here? Is that what I'm supposed to be doing? Where did my buddies go? Tris, what's up? Well, I see we got a Ferris wheel over here. Oh, this is like forever ago. Oh no! I mean, there is always the trade-off. That's the problem. but yay for writing progress. I must have missed something back where that showdown was, right? The scale of this, though. Am I gonna play Forbidden West? Yes. I will. Not next, because we have to play some other things first. But it will be No More Heroes 3, because Grumble requested it. Then God of War, because Oliver requested it. And then it'll be Forbidden West, if, assuming Red Dead is not on PC yet. I can feel that. Every time I get to the end of a project, I take a little bit of time between so that I can kind of reset my brain. An ickle bit. And then it's always trying to get back into the momentum is rough. Your favorite clan in Forbidden West is Utaru? Well, I'm very excited to play it. What am I missing? That's not it. Where did my buddies go? Like, for real, though. There they are. That's what I was looking for. I was like, they're gonna be where they are supposed to be.
That should do it.
We've taken them all down.
I have a high assumption that Red Dead is not gonna be on PC by then, so.
Now it's my turn.
But I still pray. Man, they gotta not put holes in the floor like this. Do they know how easy it is for me to jump off of holes? No, OSHA compliance, fair. You know, if they get ripped by OSHA, they deserve it. You guys, is this you right here? This does not seem OSHA compliant at all, I'm not gonna lie. Thank you. I found that article because I was looking for more context on that
facility has introduced
specifically.
instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the Daemon. And it may have found one.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all
actually really love hearing from authors about their books because it gives a different perspective, especially in like trying to understand what the heck someone was going for. I shouldn't say what the heck someone is going for because sometimes they're perfectly fine. But it's always interesting insight to go with what was the author going for versus what did I take away from it. Yo, 762, what up? Welcome.
These things go sideways, too.
The game has been great. Very much enjoying it. Oh my gosh. What is going on up there? And, let me just welcome you appropriately. Those guys over there are totally jealous. Wait. No, that is not where I needed to go. Over there seems fine. I'm only a little scared. He probably is gonna beat someone's booty. It did freeze. It says not responding, and I'm trying not to do anything because it hasn't saved this entire time. It has not, unless it's auto-saved at any point while we've been in this cavern. It auto-saves in the cavern. Because the cavern's been pretty long. So there have been like 0 obvious. What's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, see now it's just bruh. Oh, we may have no choice. I have not been watching any of the stuff with Stellar Blade. I don't even know anything about the game. I'm not particularly interested in it. Well, I guess we're gonna find out. I gotta close this and open it up again. Thank you. Oh, cross your fingers. But I have seen enough stuff regarding characters' looks to tide me over on how manipulative the conversation around that is. And I just, I'm like, I'm not gonna participate any more than I have to. Because it is a fake outrage if it's not delusional. And I would not put it past some people to actually be delusional. I've seen people tricking themselves into delusion for years now because of outrage. That's because the culture war is fake. I shouldn't say fake. It's just nobody. It's just a grift. The only thing that I've seen the culture war actually do for anything is make creative spaces more
These things go sideways too.
aggressive to people that are actually being creative. So I kind of don't pay too much attention to it. There's nothing to gain. And that includes like seeing people say they don't care about supporting anything unless they think that it has influence or can cause influence. And like, you can't astroturf art into being influential. It just becomes that way eventually. And oftentimes it becomes popular after the person is dead. I hate saying that because I don't want to be like, my entire life is a waste. But you can't fake actual change and actual inspiration. That's just marketing. So I'm just gonna create things that I love and talk about characters I love and not be bothered. Try to get people to come back and start talking to each other and because what I really love is just storytelling. It is my life, man. As lame as that sounds. I will just love on. Oh my God! I would just love on all of my things and all of the things around me. Because I know people that make fantastic characters, and I know creators that are just starting their journey, that are continuing their journey, and I love to see it. And I got so many things to be excited for, man. Get me started on any of my characters. Oh my gosh. The Curs came out of nowhere, and they're so good. Along with In Sogo. And Jataigo. Anytime I start talking about Casey around. The Westies. More art. Heck yeah. And what I'm really stoked for is sharing Body War Zero and seeing how people respond to that story. Let me tell you, there is a lot of anger in Casey's body. I don't want to call it a little body. It is not a little body at all. I only hope. I have so many favorite scenes in that book, though I do think some of my favorite chapters in that book are Casey's flashback scenes. Because I feel like there's just the tension in there, the emotion in those chapters is so palpable. Love it unless they hate Casey. But you know, Casey's got the hot asshole thing going on, so that saves him. There's a button I need to click up there. By button, I mean the thing I need to put my... I think I need to overdrive. There it is. Don't respect death or gravity as great. Yup.
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
Yup. You get that after eating jalapenos? Got him. Today, Casey. I have no idea if it counts as a spoiler or not, because it's like... It's in Body War 3.
This looks like the old path. Close enough.
But yes, I agree. I like gravity as a situation taken into consideration.
The altar.
Oh my goodness, we're here. Guys, we've made it. Thank goodness there was an autosave.
It's both. But we have to find out.
Look at all of my monies. My monies.
Possible security threat detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix.
The thing with treating stuff like that too is that it...
Security threat confirmed.
messes with the, in general, the stakes of the entire thing.
Worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the Blue Light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raid the signal strength. One has been exposed, but I am in control. Unauthorized call return to scheduled task.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
What will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there. Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
I think what some people don't realize is if you're gonna normalize something like that in the culture of your story, and especially if your character is like the tyrant who helped normalize
Keep moving
that,
towards the
it's
core.
something that has to be brought up and like faced. And the way that Lyra... Oh my gosh. The I am a strong woman, and that's all that fixed her
Whatever
trauma.
Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about
I
it.
cannot. That... Oh. It usually only doesn't really come into the story, or doesn't need to story when it's horror, since horror kind of lets everybody get off with destruction.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Oh, hey, buddy. I didn't even see you there. Oh my gosh. I am, like, right underneath him. I am the definition of... Could not hit him if it was 2 feet in front of me. You're trapped. Hugs are set extremely heavy.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy.
Oh my goodness.
We can't let it stop us.
Sorry, Aloy. Oh my god. Excuse me. Oh, yep, good job. I don't even know if he's got armor that I can blow off. Oh my god. What? No, it says both. Bro, you're good. I gave the 1500 for people aim for 1K, but if they can't possibly hit 1K, then they're covered. Consider that extra 500 to be the Greek god. I don't even know if that's effective. flower thing right now, sir. Guys, kill it faster, please. Oh, we got a shoulder. Oh, we got 2 shoulders. I can't pick up anything anymore. It's like... oh my gosh, look at all this stuff I have to sell. Lord knows I was probably gonna need that squirrel skin. Oh, thank you, extra hero. I mean...
whatever you're going to do to that tower, do it now.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative.
Wait, you'll stop them. Stop what? Monty, what are you stopping?
Maria! Don't!
Spirit! Scion, please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center. Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters? Artok. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
I knew one of the siblings was gonna die.
One of those?
It's the only way!
Prove yourself.
Get me up top, Aratak! Now!
Bro, I would not have even made it this far.
I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Being in an elevator that goes too high starts freaking me out, okay? It's just like...
Great Manukai!
Man, that's what I feel like getting up in the morning sometimes. My back is just like... No, you're old. You don't get to sit up this morning. I feel it, and I just roll.
Rhea's gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
No, there's a world-building reason as to why they're all robots. And ironically, the robots took over because it's AI. But no, it's not about guilt. It's just about storytelling. Pigment.
Another frost claw. Better be prepared.
Oh my gosh, there are 2 of them.
I can still get the upper hand.
I just wanted the pigment, bro. Please, forget about me. I'm not worth it. Oh, that didn't do it. Bro, I'm looking for the pigment, please. I have to imagine it's up here somewhere. Why else would it be so guarded? You can't enter this location. There it is. I should go here first to sell stuff, and then I can go up north. Plus, we've liberated some bandits that were all human. Liberating the bandits, liberating the countryside, liberating all the people who live in the Astro cottages. Who live in the Astro cottages. Name that song. I don't know if I need goat skin. I feel like I need goat skin for something. And then Aloy comes in the night. Do I really need bony meat? I feel like there was one time. Oh my gosh. That did not free up very much space, did it? Did somebody say monies?
Won't be hard to sell a truth like this.
I don't think that it's actually that deep, honestly. Because now you're gonna end up putting artificial limitations on yourself for the stories that you can tell, because what, otherwise you're too much of a pussy, and so you're making it nicer for whatever reason. I think that's just political brain rot, I'm not gonna lie. Because guess what, a second ago you were talking about people being frivolous about death. Red Dead Redemption, you kill a bunch of people. Doesn't freaking matter, you never stop to think about it. Where's that other one? Now it's lower than the 800. How did you get rid of so many words? Hello. Just gonna have me climb. This is gonna have me climb the mountain. Is that actually gonna get me closer to this, though? Did it change the story? I get it, dude. One of the videos I shot earlier was talking about specifically how I needed to step back. Because I read so much stuff, and it's so much stuff. My language is so clumsy, I am sorry. But I read so much, and some of it falls into very similar things, especially when I'm looking at like the ALA books, that I then have to step back to kind of check myself on how I'm evaluating this, because I'm always going to have my bias in it, but I know that the more I expose myself to certain things, I'm going to become more sensitive to it, which might make me then more judgmental in ways where I wouldn't normally be judgmental. And so then I might be quicker to judge something in a certain way, and then more crass with my... crass? Is crass the word that I want? I might just be more... laissez-faire with my language, and so I have to take a step back and take a moment to think about what I'm saying after the fact, after I get a break away from whatever.
This blue gleam will make some shaman.
To really go, well, what is my conclusion from this? That is separate from my immediate conclusion. Not my literary brain rot. I can 100% tell you, reading all those ALA books last year, I could feel it affecting the way that I was thinking. Mostly it put me in a mindset of, nope, get this away from me.
All the winters coming at once.
Anyway, let's go back to here. I mean, if you ask that kind of question, then you have to ask that question of anything that has a non-human... One, there are bandits in this that are human, so you can attack bandits. Two, Nil is like running around, pun intended, willy-nilly killing people. 3. Yes, I thought that was funny. 3. Then you'd have to evaluate literally every story. And there are, what, like 9 main subtypes of conflict? There's like... In the next game, you have to hunt down rebels. Ooh. But then you have like 9 different main conflicts, if it's not more than that. Because I'm kind of going off the fly here. And it's like man versus society, man versus man versus government, man versus self, man versus nature. And so there are just different archetypes to tell different stories. And it doesn't have 99 times out of 100, it's not nefarious. It's just the story. Otherwise, like, would you look at Monty and I are doing a story with aliens in it. Technically, I think they're all humanoid, but are they no longer counted as human because they're not human, and so then that's pansying out? The fact that Bodymore has ghosts in it, is that pansying out?
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
I feel it. It may not... It may be surprising. I meant to put this in the video earlier, but I didn't, but then it doesn't seem very relevant. But you know, years ago, back when I was in 2016 through I think 2018, I actually had a blog where I did political talk, and I would like, I mean, it was way more political than I am now, and I got out of it. I had to break my brain out of being obnoxious, and I can look at my old chat logs with Sam, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Thank you for still being my friend despite me being obnoxious. Oh my gosh. But also I can feel that getting in other ways, like with reading the ALA books. So I get it, it's really hard.
Hello,
you have
Aloy.
to check yourself.
I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring.
Her outfit looks so
You are
different when it's
different
not
from
covered
the
in
Banuk.
snow.
You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Araya, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Araya who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow, years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors, more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Araya said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
It's very freeing, I think, because I remember some years ago, I never got like super into anything because I never really felt like I belonged in anything. I was like, too much of one thing for over here, too much of another thing for over here, and so I constantly felt like I was always going to have to hide a part of myself to belong anywhere, and so then I never really got into any communities, and that's sort of how I did not fall into complete brain rot. But when you stop worrying about having to do certain things to please people because they're going to possibly read into what you're doing, And it's really freeing to just be able to tell your stories. Because, like, there are certain things in all of my stories, like, if you look at, with Bodymore, Joey hating the cops, that can be read in a very specific way that certain people may not like, and it's just, like, you have to follow, one, the character journey, too. You just have to understand the stories are stories. They're not... It's characters with relationships. You just have to get over it. They're people. They're not trying to be role models. They're not trying to be your ideal carriers of your values. They're just people. Just develop a hyperfixation for thrifting and house cleaning videos? Heck yes.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobeck identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for
Johnny
Based
is a
on what you've told
paragon.
me, I
Okay.
believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief
Johnny is a
programmer,
role
joined
model.
Elizabeth Sobeck's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct?
That is what he's saying.
Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan.
I like the mixture of the technology with, like, Greek mythology, because even fighting the big baddies in the cauldrons feel like you're dealing with titans.
I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish
Exactly.
she had
Well
survived.
said, Bob.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers and look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell. And after that, the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
I should say, Cyan and the Flood are pen pals, Bob. Just pen pals.
Meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
So in
She's
the old
a little
world,
too excited.
this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Araya's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Pharaoh?
Are you referring to Theodore Pharaoh, CEO of Pharaoh Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Pharaoh was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor? But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Pharaoh spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one. And
Tell me about my mommy.
Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Like we
Are
calling
you
her mommy,
referring
even
to
if
The scientist.
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the
We're a
greatest
clone.
scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So, there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes.
Oh no, you're good,
Billions were
extra hero.
displaced,
Ask away.
And millions perished, as much as 20% of the
No
global
worries.
population. Until the clawback.
Like Bob said, you are free to just be you around here. There are no expectations to be anybody else.
There's a ruin east of here, full of ancient flying machines.
Dance, yo,
Is that
dance.
part of your project?
Yes, a drone
Even if it's
hangar
working.
requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats, though there were no serious incidents during his tenure. Chief Blevins spent increasing amounts of his after-hours time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Become
So
the eye
things
of the
got better.
storm? Heck yes.
For a little while, at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances
You know what?
in automation.
I don't know if I can disagree
green
with
robot
Hades for seeing the
technologies,
internet and
and
being like,
artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
I trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Araya. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice.
it was big into horror
Will you
movies.
return
Oh,
and
no.
tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can.
Ban it.
I should
Put on the
check on Aratak.
Put on the child locks. The parental. What is the parental locks? Excuse me.
Feels like if I blink, my eyes will freeze shut.
Hello, sir.
My chieftain,
Just... Aloy.
as you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuke has been tracking
Nothing
them from
wrong with
Song's
that,
Edge.
Monty.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus.
I know we got... Kill the fire claws. What's this one?
All very...
Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. It said 304. I did not expect it to be so far away. Okay, we're gonna teleport here and then save, because then we can do these other things next week. Oh, I cannot at this time. Oh, that's because Silence is talking to me.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them.
Override's unlocked.
His minds on their own.
Oh, are
So
you
it
telling me there are cauldrons here?
Parts of Gaia given
Like,
life.
for real?
Aberrant life. Transformed from docile...
Are there more? Are there more cauldrons? Look at all of those clusters over there.
Subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway.
Oh wait, that just said open for quest. Is there... What is that? I've unlocked
Wherever they
them
are,
all.
they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You can stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning.
Don't
My
do it.
past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
Oh no. Well, now it should let me teleport. I'm so proud of you, Monty. Look, when a person loves a game, you just... I'm proud of you. Okay, anyway. Thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Good luck with your edit cycle. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. Next week, we will find the claws beneath and do the other thing that's in here. Out of the forge. Kill the fire claw. I guess we're having a clawsy week next week. Anyway, have a good week, everybody. Thanks, and don't die.